The Inca Empire was created in approximately 1438 AD on the western side of South America, which is now central Chile and parts of Colombia, Ecuador, Bolivia, Argentina, and Peru. It lasted approximately 100 years. The empire included the Andes Mountains, Machu Picchu, and it's said that 6 to 12 million people lived there. The Inca were rich in chilies, maize, potatoes, cotton, llamas, alpacas, gold, silver, copper, and tin. Social life in Inca. The Incas had provinces, governors, emperors, and even a census. The census was in age grade, which meant they divided their age and the service they were expected to provide at that age. For example, men would go to the army and women would do the weaving. You also married within your own alu, which is someone who owned land around you so that it could expand. The Incan social life also had occupational specialization, which is a specialized job according to the region you live in. For example, everyone was good at farming and herding. However, people on the coast were artisans, fishers, and brewers, and people in the highlands were potters, metalworkers, and weavers. They're also skilled with architecture and metallurgy.
The Incas believe that they are the sun's children, and they also believe that they can predict and foresee the future. Use this for all political and military matters, to diagnose diseases, to appease the gods, and to judge crimes. This was done through watching spider webs and so on. Every first day of the month, 100 pure white lambs would be sacrificed, and every day the king's clothes would be sacrificed. And sometimes humans were even. They also believe that the world was ruled by supernatural forces called wakas. Different things can be wakas, such as the Titicaca, celestial things, and even the emperor. Pachacuti was a famous emperor who made Cuzco the center of power, created the worshipping of the god creator War Kucha, built the temple of the sun, and the emperors were just below War Kucha.
The economy of Inca. The main industry for the Inca Empire was farming, but that was a very difficult task during the winters as it would get extremely cold, which would cause the slopes on the hills to be very slippery, causing the people to injure themselves quite often. The Incas were known for delivering many animals such as llamas and sheep to nearby regions so they could get the wool and meat from them and use it. Inca was known to put the most amount of land for farming and animal raising purposes. Incas did not have an economy based on the money or a trading system. In fact, they would pay off their debts in form of pottery or irrigation projects, meaning they had to make steps in hills in order to grow more crops. Had an amazing government that would make sure that they would give everyone enough land and goods to survive. The government would also make sure to take care of the sick and the poor and make sure that everyone in the empire was living a good life. So no one had the fear of starvation at all because the government would usually take care of everything. Aspect of Inca. After the Incas would conquer territory, they would make the people that they conquered help out in the fields, but the conquered people would have to do twice as much work to please the government. The officials of the region would make sure that the conquered people had the maximum amount of work every single day. There were very strict laws as to how they could make the crops, what kind of crops they could grow, and a lot more. Inca also had a huge amount of military success as they were known to be one of the most powerful to battle with. After a battle, Incas would normally kill the leaders so they could get full power of the military as well and then persuade them to be loyal to Inca in return of large amount of land and better living conditions. They also managed to get Cancha join forces with them, and Cancha also had a very powerful military force, and together they conquered large amount of territory. The government system in Inca had a Sapa Inca, which was governing everyone, and Apos, who would govern the quarter, the governor, who would govern 20,000 households in a province, and then there were the Curacas, who would look over 500 to 1,000 households each.
Created using Powtoon.